Hi, I'm Darcy, and welcome to today's video on creating your home office. Why do you need a home office? Right now we're in the middle of a pandemic, so many people are working from home, but even before this, many people found a need to have a dedicated workspace at home, whether it was working on a hobby or paying bills. It was an important space in the home. So since it's so important, I think it needs a bit of planning. So during our few minutes together, we're going to talk about how I have my home office set up, and hopefully you can take a little bit away from that and maybe apply it to your own space. Your home office is a very individualistic space. What might work for me might not work for you, and vice versa. So you should take everything in with a grain of salt and see if certain things apply to you. And if it does, great. If it doesn't, you go on and keep listening and keep watching videos, just trying to make your life more efficient and more effective. So so sit back and enjoy. We start with finding the location for your office. You want to look at several characteristics of the location, like who owns the location. Could it be you might be kicked out at the end of the month? What are the location's capabilities and limitations, like having a window with natural light, or no space to stand up, or maybe even lack of power outlets? Then you want to understand the comfort level of the space, like the average temperature, the humidity, noise, and even the light, so you can see around you. A space right beside a hot room, which makes the space unbearably hot, is probably not the best location unless you want an air conditioner to compensate for the heat. Before building out the space, there are a few things you need to consider. Your budget, how much money you want to spend to build and maintain your home office, your capabilities, can you build or do you want to buy, and your unique needs. Like, are you creating videos? Do you need extra space for lighting and sound equipment? The centerpiece of any office is the desk. This is the space where you'll plan, create, and work. It should be wide and deep enough to hold the tools you may need, like a laptop or PC and monitor, while also giving you an empty space where you can place the items you're currently working on. Ideally, it should take the form of a U shape where you can have 3 work areas in which you only need to swivel your desk chair in either direction to access additional space. The ability to change the desk height when needed is also a good idea. In reality, the size and space of the desk will depend on the size and shape of your space, along with the types of desks available depending on your budget and availability. Some options, like IKEA, have a variety of desk options to choose from. You can do it yourself with using a piece of wood over filing cabinets, or even using shelving units that act like a desk. I use the Metro shelving units, which are made from stainless steel. They can be adjusted to almost any height, includes space for shelving above and below, and you have the ability to hang, clamp, or stick, regarding magnets, anything to its metal exterior. It doesn't waste desk depth. I think the average depth is about 18 inches, although sometimes I wish it had more depth. So it really just depends what's available and what's going to fill your needs. For my space, I need to be able to adjust the height of the desk, but then also I wanted shelves above, and I wanted a U shape, which is great because you're going to be able to twist from side to side to be able to gain extra workspace, whether it be another computer, a monitor, or just an open space to put books or other materials. So I have a U-shaped desk made of metal cabinets. I have above, I have other peripherals like printers, DVD players, speakers. And then on one side above, I have reference materials. Um, The desk chair is what your body will have contact with most of your stay in your home office. It should be the most comfortable chair you can afford. Ideally, a high-end desk chair should be chosen, but it can be expensive. But your health of your lower back, neck, etc. is also important. Paying a higher price does not necessarily mean a better fit for you in a chair. To find the one you want, you must look at reviews about the quality while also going into a store and sitting in the chair. You won't know if it's comfortable for you through a picture. In reality, sometimes the comfort of a chair changes over time. This is why online reviews are important to read. There are no guarantees about comfort. All you can do is narrow down the chairs that will make the cut. Sometimes you have no choice in chairs. It may be the free chair that's in the garage or a stool that's currently available. Office chairs can be very expensive from makers like Steelcase or Herman Miller. For my chair, I have slowly upgraded over time. I'm currently using the Herman Miller Arion chair, which I bought back in 2008. The floor of your space can also be as basic as cement, like in a basement. It can be wood floors or carpeting. Whatever your flooring is, it should be easy to keep clean and enable your chair to swivel and move on its caster wheels or chair glides. My floors are hardwood floors, but a carpet is needed to dampen the sound for the neighbors below. On top of my large area mat, I have a plastic mat so that my chair can move around the space. The walls of your space can accentuate its look and feel or help with the function of your home office. Hanging pictures or equipment can give you a feeling that you desire when working in your space. Or shelves can put up and hold tools that can be easily accessed. Since my desk was created with shelving units, the walls above my U-shaped desk hold tools, lights, printers, and reference materials. Soundproof curtains and blackout materials help with the holding in of the light and blocking out the noise. Your home office will most likely need utilities in order to operate. These include an internet connection, proper lighting for the space, and maybe extra lighting for your webcam, and enough power outlets to fulfill all the power needs of all your tools and utilities. Many times we run out of power outlets, so surge protectors and outlet extensions come into play. Many surge protectors and outlets do not have the required space between them to accommodate today's larger power bricks. Outlet towers can fill this need. For my utilities, I have an internet connection which consists of fiber optics with a gigabit connection. I have many surge protectors and outlet towers, my cell phone, and my landline was removed not that long ago. And I have many LED lights to light up my space and provide extra lighting for video work. Within your office, you'll most likely need shelving and drawers to hold your tools and stationery along with files. I use shelves, drawers, and clear boxes to hold my materials. Within your home office, you will need open surfaces to be able to open and work on physical items. Your main workspace will be your desk work surface that is not taken up by any of your tools like your computer. Ideally, you should have a separate workspace that is not cluttered with devices in order to spread out the items you're currently working on. But in reality, people usually only have one workspace to utilize, which would include both their tools and the area that they work with. For my open surfaces, I have 3. Using my U-shaped desk, I have a center area. On my right side, there's a right desk where my computer monitor lies, and on my left desk is where my main work surface is. Now, what types of tools do you have in your home office? Most likely you'll have a computer, whether it be a laptop, a desktop, maybe a Chromebook, a cell phone, anything that you're able to do creative work, stores information, and also communicate. There are many devices out there that do that. If you do have the space, a desktop is probably ideal because you get more for your money on a desktop. Many of the times you're paying a premium for the smaller size in laptops and other devices. Then you have your printers, scanners, speakers, webcams, things like that. I myself have a Windows computer. I have an Apple computer, along with other peripherals, such as printers and things. So those are my tools. Your online services can also be considered tools, like subscriptions. I subscribe to a variety of services like Evernote, Notion, Adobe CC, and Microsoft Office. You also want to look at your external surroundings. This could be a roommate. It could be your neighbors that might affect your space. It could be from noise. Maybe there's regulations in your building that you need to have the floor covered with carpet. I know in our building here, they want carpeting on the floors, so if you're rolling your desk chair around, your people below you don't hear you. I live in New York City, so we have neighbors left, right, up, and down. So you have to take into consideration the rules and regulations of your building. Ergonomics are important to think about. You want to make sure that your chair and your tools and items are going to make not be detrimental to your health. Carpal tunnel was a big issue for a while, so sometimes you want to use a tool like a mouse that helps prevent things like that. So ergonomics is something to think about when you're designing your home office. So I think right now, because we're in a unique situation with the pandemic, the evolution of the home office has got a kick in the pants, and a lot of things are changing. Since many of us are working from home, we're incorporating a lot of the tools that we've never used before, and we found out what the shortcomings are about working from home. Things that you might have postponed and maybe did it when you were back in the office. Now you can't do that. You have to do it when you're home. So we're finding out what the issues are, and we're addressing them and making our home office that much more effective. What also is changing and evolving our home office space is home automation. with Amazon and Google and Siri. They're coming into that market and changing the way we interact with different appliances, different tools. It's creating a new interface, a new API that we might need to tap into to be able to fully utilize that type of system. So all in all, I think it's developing and evolving for the better. And it's a system that's going to continue to change, along with the exciting new tools that we can apply to our workspace. So hopefully you got something out of this video, and you'll come back. I'd like to talk about the different tools that I'm using currently and what's on the near horizon, what's in development. So I think it's an exciting time to be around and witnessing this change in how we operate. So come back and hopefully we'll all learn something. If you find it useful, please click the like button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe. I'm Darcy from New York City, signing off. Till next time.